What's up, everybody? It's Alex from Heavy New York, invading Columbus, Ohio for Sonic Temple. And today we are here with Cody and Steven of Wage War. Thank you all for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's so awesome to have you here. First question I'd like to get out of the way, because I wanted to ask a couple of bands this. You know, this is my first festival actually ever working, and just working press in an event like this is very different from just doing it at a concert venue. For you guys, how different is it playing a festival like this versus like doing a regular tour?
Much different. There's a lot that's going on during the day, but that's good. It keeps us busy. You know, we just did the meet and greet at about 12 or whatever it was, and now we got interviews before we play, and it just keeps going.
If it was up to me, we'd only ever play festivals.
Really?
This is fun. Yeah, we have a great time here. We get driven around in golf carts and stuff.
Yep.
You should just do the whole tour in a golf cart, right?
Might as well.
Yeah, that'll be awesome in crazy weather, especially in the winter.
Yeah, no.
No, thank you.
So, you know, you guys have pretty much concluded the record cycle for Deadweight, and you just put out your new single, Low. Now that the single Low out, is this a clear indication on what the new record is going to sound like, or are you going to bring in a lot of different sounds into this record?
Every song is entirely different, in the best way possible. It still encapsulates everything that's Wage War. Still everything that if you're a fan of our band you would want to hear, but also covers some new ground for people that might not have heard our band before. So it's kind of all over the place. But Low is what I would call a really safe song for Wage War. It's like everything that we would normally do, but maybe at like the best state. So there are songs like Low on there, but like I don't feel like I can say that Low by itself is like how the entire record sounds, because there's
a lot of flavors.
Stuff. Yeah.
It's fairly interesting, and being that this is the third album that Wage War is going to be putting out, is this like, do you guys have like now a formula that you stick with in the songwriting process, or do you tend to take a new approach to every album?
Well, I thought we did, but we changed it up on this album. So normally I just write a bunch of riffs at my house and write songs and bring them to the guys, and we kind of nitpick and rearrange and change whatever. But we ended up writing a lot in the studio this time, which was cool, and kind of got everybody in on it, and got to write with some other outside really cool people and write some really good songs and stuff that I feel like we're all super proud of. So it's crazy. That's all I can say about it. It's crazy.
What I'm curious about is, because Wage War has played with like a lot of different types of bands. Like you toured with, I don't like the term, but quote unquote metalcore bands like I Prevail, or but then you've toured with like a deathcore band like Chelsea Grin. Like, and being that you have songs that are both very heavy and very melodic, depending on the tour you're on, do you tend to like maybe adjust your set list?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, depending on who we're out with, we'll pick and choose from our pool. But yeah, it just depends on the tour we're on. So most of the time, well, we used to like being the heaviest band, right, on the tour.
Still is fun.
Still is fun.
I would rather be the heaviest band on a tour. I like within reason, obviously. Like, we don't want to play like, I'm not even gonna say we don't want to play that. There isn't really anything outside the box we'd say no to. But yeah, we adjust our set list based on the tour, and I think this new record that we are about to put out is gonna give us a whole nother wing of songs to just kind of play with. And what I would love for our band to be able to do is just play any tour, like, ever. If it's a rock tour, we're gonna hit you with some rock songs like Gravity or whatever that would be, but we're also gonna hit you with Stitch in the River on that same tour, and be the heavy band.
Well, I feel like a good example of a band like that is like Atreyu. Like, they have a song like Right Side of the Bed, which is like a bridge, but then they have a really heavy song, and then like
Bleeding Mascara or something. Yeah,
Bleeding Mascara. But then they have a song like Paper Castle off their newest record. So like, I feel like with you guys, you could really hit the best of both worlds with your sound.
And that's the goal, and I think that's what this new record will really solidify for us, is that there's not a ceiling or a limit on what Wage War can do, because we've really just pushed ourselves to be hopeful, like what I think is great in all aspects. So as a heavy band, as a melodic band, as a live band, we just want to cover all the bases and just kind of be unstoppable.
And one question I really have is, I know you guys have very dedicated fans. I mean, you had an early meet and greet, but from what I heard, there was quite a bit of people there.
Yeah.
Like, when you see how dedicated fans are to your music and you see how much it touches their hearts, do you have a new perspective on your own music than when you first wrote it in your studio?
Definitely, man. It's nice to have those people come up to you and kind of share their story. We do get that quite a lot with songs like Youngblood and well, The River for a lot of people, you know, because it's a breakup song. And, you know, just this morning at the meet and greet, we had 2 or 3 guys just relay their message to us and how we're helping them through tough times. And so it's pretty cool.
And one final question I like to ask you guys is, when you're playing live, do you try to bring something completely different to the live presence, or do you try to just execute your material live exactly how people hear it on the album?
I mean, I would probably a mix of both. Like we definitely want to make sure that we sound like the record.
Yeah.
But I feel like the energy of our live show is a lot different than our records, because our records are mostly serious, and I feel like live, like the entire goal of our band is for people to have a good time. Whether you want to jump up and down, clap, you know, beat your friends in mosh pits, like whatever you want to. I mean, we don't condone that, but we just want people to have a good time. So it's lots of interaction and just, yeah, having a good time.
We stay pretty true to the record, though, for sure.
Yeah, musically, we try to be exactly like the record.
Yeah.
So before we go, I'd like to thank you guys so much for your time today. It's going to be an awesome show tonight at Sonic Temple.
Yes,
Is
sir.
there just anything else you would like to promote for the rest of 2019? When can we be expecting the new record? If you're allowed to say it.
Yeah, we can't release street dates, but it'll be out later this year. We've got new music on the way, sooner than you would think, I think. And yeah, we're really excited
We've got
about
a few
it.
festivals this summer. We've got Warped Tour out in Jersey. We got Warped Tour out in California. We got I Matter Fest with Beartooth in August. So
Yeah.
lots of chances for you guys to see us. So
And check out Low if you haven't.
Well, thank you guys so much. Everybody,
thank you, man.
Everybody, Cody and Steven of Wage War, pick up their newest single, Low, if you haven't already. New music coming soon. This is Alex from Heavy New York at Sonic Temple. We'll see you next time.